Hello, everybody, and welcome to the some week in the semester for this course. We're going to talk about the personality assessment that we did and my results, and I'm going to just discuss what I think about it, my thoughts, and if it is applicable to the job. And if you can tell, I've already posted some pictures here. Maybe you can guess what my personality results were. This is just a quick little preview, so let's get on with it. So here's the little Excel spreadsheet that I did, and pretty self-explanatory. The assessment was pretty easy to follow. I think the hardest part is, I think for me personally, the assessment of personality just depends on the situation. Different situations will call for different personalities. So I don't necessarily 100% agree with the personality exam. But my results were ISTJ. And, I was kind of curious to see what kind of other famous people have this personality, and I found Elizabeth II, Warren Buffett, and George Washington. So very, upfront people with strong leaderships. So obviously, because this is 100% accurate, I'm going to be a queen, I'm going to be rich, and I'm going to be a great leader. Like I said, I don't 100% agree with the assessment. I think our personalities will shine in different situations, or in different situations will call for different personalities to come up with. But one thing that I will say about this personality assessment that I really took home was that alone time. Like I said, I got the I personality, so I feel at times when I'm in social situations that I get very anxious because I want to make the best impression on the people there. Doesn't matter if it's work, doesn't matter if it's like friends, but I want to just make sure that I'm not making a fool out of myself and I'm having actual lively conversations where we're just bouncing off ideas. So after these social events, whether it's at work or whether it's in my personal life, I definitely like to have my alone time and recharge and kind of just think of what the things that were said and some of the things that I said, and replaying the conversations because I don't have anything else to do and I need to think that I hopefully made a good impression on everybody there. So that really stuck with me. The need to recharge, the need to feel alone, and the need to feel alone. Be alone. The need to be alone and just kind of in my thoughts and just think and, just put my mind at ease. And that goes hand in hand with being observant and just watching other people and seeing how they are in their manner and how they talk about certain topics. So, or even just looking at the venue and the different people that are there. So, I kind of agree to that to some degree that I'm observant or looking around. This was a little thing because this is a little different. This bubble with the ice just is for the T, and it just kind of means that I'm tough. I don't necessarily think that I have a tough exterior. I think for the most part people think that I hope people think that I'm very friendly and nice and kind and always smiling, and I am. That's my demeanor, but I think when it comes to certain topics and talking about certain issues or just talking in general, I have a very tough personality and just kind of no nonsense, like I stick to my guns kind of thing. So probably that's something that most people wouldn't think that I am. And the last part was planning. And I think for the most part, very schedule oriented, but that's in my career, in my job, in my career. I'm very plant oriented, very schedule focused. In my personal life, I'm very much the opposite. I'm very carpe diem. I like to go on a whim. Okay, let's go hiking today, even though it was on my calendar. So I think to some degree, these personalities are, in a sense, our default personalities, which means these are the ones that are going to come through if we don't know somebody. So that's how I kind of took the assessment. And like I said, these are kind of the personalities that you'll see from me. Maybe not the tough ones so much, but the top three, the I, the S, and the J, that you'll see of me that are defaults. So different personality types in my life. I can definitely say that my boyfriend is probably, his default personalities are the complete opposite of me. When we're in social events, he's very much extroverted. Everybody's his best friend. He can just come up to somebody, go up to anybody and talk about XYZ. Me, I kind of am sitting there and I'm like, okay, come up with a topic. Hopefully you guys can bond on it. But my boyfriend definitely just a very extroverted person, makes friends easily, can talk to anybody. So it's kind of nice to see us together when we're in social situations. But that kind of personality, that extroverted personality, does rub off on me, and I start, okay, he can do it, I can do it. So like I said, I think for the most part, personalities can be changed to fit certain situations. And he very much is carpe diem in his career and in his personal life. Very much likes to go on a whim and take certain chances and risks without thinking about them too much. So that's something that's admirable, I think, very much. And do I think if this is applicable to jobs? Well, strangely, I've had a lot of actually personality tests in my lifetime. I've had some in high school. I wish I've had the results. I know I have the results for the Strength Finder, which I took at an internship, but for my high school one, I can't remember. I definitely know that I had the I, maybe the S, but I don't think I had the T and the J. Maybe that's changed with time. I don't know. I can't remember. But the most recent one that I've taken is the Strength Finder 2.0 by Tom Rath. And I took this at a internship in an insurance company. I think it was part of our interview process. Not sure if it helped, or it seemed to me that they didn't have that many interview applicants, but everybody in the company was doing it, so I guess they might have gone like, okay, we'll have the interns also do it. So I don't know if my personality results had anything to do with it, but we took the exam. A very interesting book. Still have the book. We didn't really do anything with it afterwards, after our results. This is funny. This little Dilbert comic book that I saw, and I was just like, okay, yeah, I don't think that. I think it depends on. I think personality assessment, it's very much dependent on your work environment. In this particular environment, in this internship, we took it and it was great. We all shared our results and it was fun to see what other people got. But we didn't really use it, and I think it would be really, really challenging if we're working in a large work setting to use this personality assessment. I think in maybe smaller groups, possibly maybe anywhere, maybe smaller departments, this personality assessments can be used just to kind of maybe discuss and talk about, especially if you're new and coming into a work environment. Maybe if the whole team was new to see it, but I think it would just be a little bit harder. I think if anything, the most important thing in a work setting is to have just an open dialogue of how the style of work, or just when you're planning on meeting things. I don't necessarily think that the personality assessment would be a great fit for every single job out there. but I think it's just fun. I think it's a fun experience and fun to kind of just talk about. But I don't necessarily agree that it would be 100% useful in the work setting. I think it's just a great kind of maybe professional development workshop that could be used maybe one day, or in a staff meeting, maybe talk about and discuss. I think it's just a fun activity for people to use, but I don't necessarily think that it would help or alleviate the job. But that's just my personal opinion. Anyway, like I said, I had a lot of fun doing it, and it's just kind of fun to see what the results are, and think about, oh well, I can be this if the situation calls for it. But like I said, to me it's just fun, and that's it. Thank you all for coming, and hopefully y'all enjoyed yourself. Have a wonderful week. Bye bye.